I'm your host, Leland23. You're joining me for Open Heart Second Year, Chapter 6, Buying Time. Hope you're all having a good day. A couple weeks later, you lie snuggled up in your bed, long past breakfast time, enjoying a rare day off until an impatient knock comes at your bedroom door. Nestled at the foot of your bed, Locum stirs. Tell them to go away, Locum. The knock comes again, louder this time. You roll out of bed and trudge to the door. This better be important. Oh. Ethan stands in the hallway, his arms crossed. Good morning. His gaze flicks briefly down to your barely clothed body and returns to your face. A pink blush pricks at his cheeks. We have a case. You've got 3 minutes to get dressed. A case? But it's my day off. There are no days off on the diagnostics team. Not when a patient needs us. I don't remember agreeing to that. And now you have 2 minutes. The board's desperate to impress this patient, so wear something nice. I could go as is. Are you saying I don't always look nice? That's not what I... What I mean is we can't afford not to impress the guy. Afford is a very literal sense. I guess he's still weird around me because of the Gwyneth thing. I should strip in front of Ethan. Ask him to wait downstairs. You know what? I'm stripping. You turn away from Ethan and, glancing over your shoulders, slip your thumbs into the bands of your underwear and start to slide them down. Casey! What? What are you doing? Getting dressed, like you said. You give an innocent smile and kick them into your laundry pile. Ethan's face flushes red. After a stunned moment, he turns to look away. Do you need help, finding something? No, I think I've got just the thing. Okay, just throw it right on. Sophisticated look. That kind of looks nice. Class is in session. You can wear this outfit with your white coat. Okay. 2 minutes in, Pixelberry. 2 minutes. You pull your white coat over your outfit. You can peek, Ethan. Ethan hesitantly turns and looks you up and down. You look very, satisfactory. You should have been a poet. A red Mini Cooper is parked in the street outside your apartment building. Baz sits in the driver's seat with June riding shotgun. You climb in the back seat with Ethan. Cute car, Baz. Not as cute as that outfit. You look ready to take on the world. She doesn't need to take on the world, just the patient. Don't mind him. You look fantastic, and you ought to be here it. And so, do we have a file on this patient? Not yet. The board assigned him to us an hour ago. The board, then? The patient called a board member directly. He asked for us by name. Glance over to Ethan. He glares at the road ahead, his jaw tight. Baz makes a turn. Wait, this isn't the way to Edenbrook. No, you're visiting him at his home. We're not going to the hospital. The patient refused to come to Edenbrook. He said that if we want the case, we have to go to him. Wow, so he's... rich? Oh yeah, big time. So we're making house calls to rich guys now. I thought this is what you wanted, to turn the team into an ATM. Ethan, come on, that's not fair. I'm gonna ignore him. You purse your lips and say nothing. It's not worth getting into. Leave Casey alone, Ethan. She saved the team and you know it. Ethan just folds his arms and looks out the window. A while later, Baz turns the Mini down a long, tree-lined driveway. Perfectly kept gardens sprawl out beyond them. I'm gonna say we're gonna deal with Nash. Whoa. Did we take a wrong turn into the Versailles? Not quite. Though I'm pretty sure this guy could buy Versailles if he really wanted. When you said he was rich, I thought you meant, like, celebrity rich, not... oligarch rich? His name is Leland Blume, one of the biggest tech investors in the history. and the third richest person in America. Wow. Nice to know that he still gets sick, just like the rest of us. That's a terrifying amount of money. Imagine what you could do with all that cash. That's a terrifying amount of money. What's terrifying about it? The power that comes with it. Ethan glances at you with an almost looks like approval. You climb out of the car and approach the enormous front doors. They all open before Ethan can reach the antique brass knocker. Good morning, doctors. I trust you're the team from Edenbrook. Who else would we be? Also, it says on her nice little jazzy doctor's outfits. If you'll please follow me, I'll take you to join the others. Others? Come, Mr. Blume will explain everything. You and Ethan exchange a suspicious look as you troop inside the enormous foyer. Right this way, doctors. Your eyes bug as the butler leads you into a large, beautiful room. Every single piece of furniture looks like it costs more than 4 years of college. We've got company. You were so distracted by the decor that you didn't notice the small team of doctors in white coats standing near a gorgeous antique couch. Among them... Aurora? I guess I'll keep this hospitable. Like your new coat? Aurora can't help but smile as she looks down at her Mass Kenmore coat. Thanks, but seriously, what are you doing here? We're here to treat Mr. Blume. The man stands up and you recognize him as Mass Kenmore Doctor who hired Aurora. That's not possible. I don't know what kind of game you're playing here, but... Tobias stops short as he sees Ethan. Ethan Ramsey in the flesh. Nice to see you again, buddy. How long's it been now? Not long enough. What the hell are you doing here? They know each other? Oh, looks like the brass at both our hospitals had the same idea. Piggy bank sounds like a little empty when you shake it these days, What the hell is going on here? I see we're already getting acquainted. An older man hobbles slowly into the room, leaning heavily on a cane, the arm of a distinguished-looking woman. Introductions, yes. I'm Leland Blume, and this is my wife and business partner, Caroline. Hello, doctors. Thank you all for coming. Hey, I like surprises as much as the next guy, but I think you double-booked. You are always a little slow to catch up, Tobias. Ethan turns to face Leland as the old man reclines in an armchair. Mr. Blume wants competition. What I want, Dr. Ramsey, is excellence, and in my experience, competition is a father of excellence, yes. You and your team are commonly lauded as the best diagnosticians in the country. I worry what makes you cocky, complacent. We're not. Easy to say. I once allowed a young entrepreneur to know that I was very interested in working with him up front. His subsequent pinch was sloppy, lazy. Instead of investing in his product, I gave him something better, a rival. His pitch improved exponentially, though not enough. His rival earned my investment, and I earned a healthy return. Mr. Blume, this isn't business, it's medicine. A life is business, Doctor. The same rules apply. For every winner, there must be a loser, a zero-sum game. He looks between Ethan and Tobias. The question now, which of you will prove yourself worthy of a considerable praise? I've heard about you, and which of you will not? The butler approaches Baz with a silver tray. 2 glasses of what look like dark tea sit on it. Thank you. I'm parched. It's not a beverage, sir. Baz pauses before the glass can reach his lips. He winces as the smell hits him. Yes. Urine sample. And, one for your team. Thanks. Leland sags heavily against his wife, exhausted. You've overdone it, dear. Perhaps so, doctors, if you'll excuse me for a moment. I must lie down. You'll have questions, no doubt. I'll allow my wife to get me into bed. Then you may begin. So it's a race to diagnose you. That's a new one. Hell, sounds fun. We're in. And we're out. Ethan turns on his heel and strides out of the room. Come on, Ethan. You're not gonna deny me the pleasure of kicking your ass, are you? You, June, and Baz exchange a panicked look. Do some damage control. I'm so sorry, Mr. Blume. Mr. Ramsey didn't mean that. Yes, it's all part of his, process. I see. Oh, he definitely meant it. That's the kind of professionalism you can count on from King Ramsey. Please excuse us. We need to confer. You, June, and Baz hurry out of the room. You and the others catch Ethan just outside the front door. Let's go. We're leaving. If he thinks I'm going to jump through hoops for his money, then... Ethan, please, we need this. You know we need this. Ethan... Everyone deserves treatment, even billionaires. And he'll get it from Mass Kinmore or any other doctor in the world he chooses to fly in. And where will that leave us? With at least some dignity left intact. Dignity won't keep the diagnostics team operational, Ethan. We need this. We can't save anyone if we shut down. Ethan runs a hand over his chin, gives a pained sigh. Okay. Let's get to work. Get back inside and find Leland on an enormous bed. Caroline stroking his hand lightly. Aurora and Tobias are just leaving. Does this mean you've decided to stoop to our level after all? Mr. Blume, I apologize for my outburst. If you need proof that my team and I are the best diagnosticians available to you, we are ready to supply it. I'm glad to hear it, though. I must say Dr. Carrick and his very thorough protege left the bitter impression. Don't smile. Don't do it. Patience all yours, Doc. We got what we need. Let's go, Aurora. Good luck, Casey. Let's promise to focus on the patient, okay? I've got no interest in a pissing contest. A sick person needs our help. That's what matters. You're right. We should... Hey, come on, no fraternizing. That isn't fraternizing. Tobias leads Aurora out of the room, passing by June. He gives her a curt nod. Hirata. Carrick. Clearly Ethan's not the only one who knows Carrick. Does everyone have a beef with the guy? I think they're exes. Mr. Blume, what can you tell us about your symptoms? As you no doubt noticed from my urine, it's entirely the wrong color. I began about a month ago. Has there been any blood in your urine? Not that I've seen. Have you been feeling more fatigued than usual? I wish we could see the color of his urine, because I could tell you then. He's been getting sick more often lately. I'm perfectly fine now. My mind feels sharp as ever, and my pain requires me to rest often. He gestures to his abdomen and the side of his back. Is that the reason you use a cane to walk? Indeed. Started a few months ago. Yes, years, darling. You've been complaining about it for years. Well, yes, of course. But only recently have I needed the cane. I told him to get it checked sooner, but he always put it off. His work so important to him. Yes, my love, I've learned my lesson. I should always have listened to you. For a man so brilliant, it sometimes takes you a while to catch on. That's because they often put things to the side that don't feel important. His feet look swollen as well. I wonder what's causing the edema. Mr. Blume. Well, we know the physically active part. Did your last doctor run any tests? He thought it may have been some tumor, but my scans showed nothing of the sort. I have copies of the results for you to take on the way out. They said Leland was just suffering the effects of old age. Old age doesn't cause chronic back pain in and of itself. As to what I said as I terminated their services. We're gonna need to take some blood samples. Skew away, doctors. I have enough blood for all of you. You reach for the medical bag Baz carried in, but June beats you to it. Don't worry, I've got this. Mr. Blume, I'd love to hear more about how you apply business principles outside of the office. Would you really, Dr. Hirata? Watch out, Doctor. There's a surefire way to keep him talking for hours. It's not every day you get access to this kind of advice. As June charms Leland while drawing his blood, you lower your voice to Ethan. So you and that carrot guy, what's the deal there? How do you two know each other? I don't know him. Not anymore. After a long day, you return home and notice that your apartment's mail slot is nearly overflowing. Whoa, doesn't anybody check the mail around here? Carrying an armful of envelopes, you walk in the front door to find Aurora alone at the table doing research on her laptop. Oh, hey. Hey, so I guess we're competing against each other again. Looks like it. An awkward silence falls between you and Aurora. Ask how the case is going. So, have you guys found anything yet? What are you, probing for hints? No, just, curious. Well, if we come up with a diagnosis, I'm sure Leland will let you know. Fair enough. Oh, wait, almost forgot. You got mail. You fish through the pile of mail and find a thick envelope addressed to Aurora. She takes it. Oh, right. What is it? She tears open the envelope and pulls out 2 tickets. The tickets for my 5-year undergrad reunion at, up at Tufts. Oh, fun. When is it? In an hour. Wait, what, seriously? I'm glad one of us finally checked the mail. You nearly missed it. I'm not going. Why not? Tufts is only like 20 minutes north of here. Because I don't have anyone I want to see. I didn't have any real friends in undergrad or med school for that matter. Every year there was like our intern year in Edenbrook. Everyone hated me because they thought I'd written my name in the pre-med program. Or they tried to one-up me in every class to say they beat an Emory. I'm sure not everyone hated you. That's true. There were also the ones who pretended to be my friend, to meet my family. After that, I kind of closed myself off. I expected the worst from everyone. Aurora, screw those idiots. They made assumptions about you and missed out on getting to know an awesome person. Thanks, Casey. But that kind of proves my point. Why would I bother going to a reunion when I don't have any friends? You do have friends. I'm standing right here, aren't I? Aurora gives you a shy smile. I guess I could go if you wanted to come with. You notice the hope glimmering in her eyes. We've been getting along so well, I don't really want to let another competition come between us. Go to the reunion with Aurora. Screw it, let's go. Are you serious right now? Completely. Those people might have made your life back then hard, but they don't get to keep taking experiences away from you. Wow, okay. I guess I should get dressed then? She nervously tucks a strand of hair behind her ear. Except, I don't know, what you're supposed to wear to one of these things. I didn't buy anything new for it. These people haven't seen you in 5 years. You don't need something new. Just go in there and put on the most casually impressive thing you own. Casually impressive? What the hell does that mean? It means something that says, I didn't put any effort into this for you people, and look how hot I am anyway. I'll see what I have. She disappears into her room and reappears a few minutes later. How's this? Oh, okay, this is casually impressive? Really, women, really? Marry me? I mean, yeah, that's okay. That's exactly what I meant. You look incredible. Aurora grins and smooths the dress over her hips. Thanks. I bought it before I moved back into Boston in case I got invited to a party. Okay, that statement was casually heartbreaking. Aurora gives a wan smile. Sorry. Don't be. We're gonna give that dress an audience it deserves. Give me a second to change too. No, I'm good. I paid diamonds for this. What do you think? Okay, all set. Time to reintroduce yourself to the world. A cab ride later, Aurora leads you across an idyllic New England campus and into a festively decorated student visitor center. They really went all out, trying to convince us to donate to the school. Yeah, it's like, sure, you paid $200,000 in tuition, but check out these fairy lights! At the welcome table, the staff asked for Aurora's name. Aurora. Emery. As if we could forget. You look behind you to see a sour-faced woman. Hi, Victoria. I can't believe you actually showed up. We all said you'd think you were too good for this. We? Oh, everyone you know. He pushes past you and Aurora to get to the welcome table. Comfort. You hook your arm through Aurora's and lead her away from the welcome table. Forget her. You're about to have the night of your life. Did you miss the part where the ghost of the dorm halls past arrived just to make me feel crap about myself again? You haven't done anything. Jesus. I did not, but there's no way we're gonna meet anyone worse than her tonight, so it's all up from here. That's one way to look at it. Her smile fades as she looks back. Victoria has found a group of people. As one, they look in Aurora's direction and close ranks. You see one sneer, another laugh. God damn, I swear this place was way more like high school than high school ever was. Seems like they haven't done much growing up in 5 years. I don't know why I thought tonight would be any different. Because it can be. You know what they say in the best revenge is their best revenge? Leaving before anyone else sees you? Squeeze her arm encouragingly. Living well. Letting these idiots waste their night gossiping about a version of you that doesn't exist, you and I will have fun. Aurora's smile slowly returns. Okay, let's do it. You lead Aurora to the bar. Two of anything that'll get my friend in the mood for dancing. A man and a woman approach the bar, immersed in a loud, laugh-filled conversation. The man accidentally elbows Aurora as he leans on the bar. Oh! Hey, sorry, but... Oh my god, Aurora, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean... No, it's okay. I remember you, Tim, right? He shifts closer to the woman, eyeing Aurora nervously. Yes. Dude, she doesn't bite. She used to. Did we see you talking to Victoria before? If you want to call it that. She was always such a jerk. She was always trying to turn people against you for no reason, but I never believed what she said about you. Thanks, I think. You're Amanda, right? Hey, you remember me? I never forget someone I shared a Bunsen burner with. Cute. Always wish I'd made more of an effort to hang out with you. Well, that would have been nice. Oh, you guys, this is Dr. Casey Valentine. She's my, Off your hand to Aurora's old classmates with a grin. I'm Aurora's best friend. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're not such a loner anymore, Aurora. She couldn't be a loner if she tried. Too many of us enjoy her company. Aurora blushes. She's exaggerating. Not even a little bit. Sounds like you got a good group of friends, Aurora. Yeah, I do. But enough about me. Where are you guys living now? Spend the next few hours watching Aurora come out of her shell as she talks, drinks, and dances with her old classmates. Finally, near the end of the night, the music slows. So, what do you want to do now? Let's dance together. You and me? Sure, why not? You hold your hand out to her. She smiles shyly and takes it. Together, you walk to the center of the dance floor. I like this song. Me too. You pull Aurora close, resting your hands on her hips. She clasps her hands behind your neck. Hey, thanks for coming with me tonight. It's nice to see you having fun. It's nice to be one having fun. She looks around the room, her eyes wistful. I never came to any parties when I went there. I never did anything but study and hide in my room or in the library. Sounds lonely. Yeah, it was. I'm sorry I didn't make more of an effort to get to know you last year. How could you have? I told you off every time you tried to talk to me. Well, I'm glad you stopped telling me off. I'm glad you didn't give up on talking to me. She sneaks a glance at you. I mean it. Moving in with you and the others, having people who saw me for me, it's everything, Casey. You don't have to thank me for that. But I'm going to anyway. She hesitates. You're the closest thing I have had to a friend in a long time. And I don't want our hospitals battling over patients to screw that up. I don't want that either. So let's not let it happen. Promise? Yeah, we'll seal it with a hug. Pull Aurora towards you, cradling her close. I promise, Aurora. No matter what happens at work, you're stuck with me. Aurora leans her head against her shoulder. You feel her smile against your neck. Good. The next day at the hospital, you and Jackie are talking about a case when you notice Declan Nash handing a check to a grinning doctor. As discussed, the fee for your guest lecture this weekend. He's the worst. Agreed. He's a literal parasite. Trying to squeeze every dime out of the sick, desperate people, and now he's trying to basically bribe us into being his sales reps. It pisses me off, but Panacea Labs has the patents for tons of vital drugs. Even if we didn't have this deal with them, I don't think there's any escaping them. Good point. Elijah and Sophie pass by, laughing, exchanging their secret handshake before parting ways. Elijah rolls up to you, still cracking him. What's so funny? Oh man, Sophie is the funniest dude I've ever met. He just tried to draw this patient's blood, but his first insertion had the patient's arm spurting like something from Evil Dead. Wait, seriously? Trust me, the patient was laughing too once I got it under control. Elijah, this isn't very funny. Asathi won't learn if you do his work for him. He is learning. Every time he sees me do it, he understands it a little bit better. Every time? How often are you doing basic procedures for him? I mean, not all the time. Elijah. He just needs a little longer than the other interns, okay? I'm not gonna penalize him for that. But you are penalizing him, Elijah. Every time you swoop in and save him, you deprive him of the chance to learn. You're saying this is my fault? Kinda, yeah. That's how it works. And that's how Zaid's gonna see it when he hears that there's an intern who still can't place an IV. What is this about? Are you mad I made best or friends besides you guys? Elijah. He's not your friend, he's your intern. Casey's right, there's a difference. Elijah just shakes his head. He's my intern. So why don't you let me worry about it, alright? Because we don't want to see you fail, because if you fail, so does your intern, you dummy. He spins and wheels himself away, looking hurt. Jackie gives you a look. Well, we tried. Later, you return to the diagnostics office to find Ethan sitting alone at the table. He looks up from a pile of paperwork as you enter. Are those the lab results? Yep. Leland and Blume showed high levels of protein in his urine, in addition to the presence of red blood cells, also elevated potassium. Which could indicate what? Well, his high blood pressure and pain could indicate endocarditis, but there was no evidence of bacteria or fungi in his blood tests. His white cell count also ruled out the likelihood of Hodgkin's lymphoma and lupus. So what do you think it is? The protein plus the elevated potassium tells me his kidney function is worsening. Okay. Based on the hematuria, we should do a kidney ultrasound to pinpoint the source of the bleeding. Good. I'll call Blume and tell him we need him to come in. Do you think Mass Kinmore will come up with the same idea? Despite his appearance, Tobias isn't a complete imbecile, so... Neither Styles. Yes, hello, Mrs. Blume. This is Dr. Ethan Ramsey at Edenbrook Hospital. We need Leland to come in for... I see, yes. Well, please let him know when he returns. He hangs up. We'll have to wait. They're heading to Harbor Marina to go yachting with some business partners. Apparently Leland refuses to miss a meeting, even if his life is at stake. Caroline said we could join if we wanted to ask more questions, but... Well, what are we waiting for? We have portable ultrasounds, don't we? I suppose we could go. Yes, but portable ultrasounds are not as reliable. We'd stay ahead of Tobias. This isn't about winning, Casey. As much as I'd love to wipe the smirk off his face, it's about solving this case as quickly as possible. Which, admittedly, we would be doing. Well, spend the afternoon with Ethan on a billionaire's yacht and learn about his rivalry with Tobias. Take Ethan on Leland's yacht. You and Ethan arrive at the harbor a short time later. With equipment in tow, Leland and Caroline are on the deck of their yacht with a number of people in knotted sweaters and boat shoes.
Ah, Doctor's just in time. We're about to set sail.
This would be much easier at Edenbrook, Mr. Blume.
It's a beautiful day, Dr. Ramsey. I wouldn't want to spend it in a hospital, would you?
Oh, God, you people. Yes, I would.
Pity. You know my life is not fun and games. I have responsibilities like this meeting. Unlike you, however, I find ways to enjoy myself while disposing of my obligations.
He gestures around at the grand yacht as it begins to motor out of the marina. The guests cheer and raise their mimosas. Your ship is majestic, Leland. I'll have to buy one or two of my own. Where can we set up, Mr. Blume? Somewhere private is best.
Later. I was in the middle of an important discussion. I'd like to finish before you resume your poking and prodding.
Hey, listen, smartass. Do you want another 10 years to be able to sit here with this grand gesture of your billions? Then shut the f*** up and take us to a room.
Relax, make yourselves at home. I'll be with you as soon as I can.
I warned you, work always comes first with Leland.
You first, darling, then work, then everything else.
Mr. Blume. He put a hand on Ethan's arm as he tries to follow Leland. On a boat, Ethan. He's not going anywhere, and it's not like Tobias can sneak ahead of us while we're here. Come on, let's make the most of this. You do know how to relax, don't you? Of course I know how to relax. A passing waiter offers you refreshments, and you take them to the railing by the bow. As Ethan gazes out of the placid ocean, his tension visibly dissipates. Better?
Relatively, yes.
You seem so stressed. Is it about me?
Of course not.
Ethan.
Maybe a little.
Is this about me, going behind your back with Gwyneth?
No, yes. In a way, yeah. I guess. Just an overall impression you leave.
What impression is that?
That you make it extremely difficult to stay focused. But more than that, what's weight on me is the team. I told you how much the program meant to Naveen, and now that he's entrusted it to me, I'm afraid I'll lead it to its doom.
It won't be your fault.
The times you've lost a patient, and it wasn't your fault, did you help to hear that?
No.
Exactly. I was so furious at you for what you did, but really, part of me wanted to thank you.
For what?
Sparing me the need to do it myself.
Well, you're welcome, I guess. Ethan snorts out a little laugh and lets his eyes close. The sea breeze picks up, whistling through his hair. So are you gonna tell me why you and Aurora's new boss were sniping at each other like that?
Wasn't planning on it.
And yet you found yourself on a boat with nobody to talk to but me. How do you know him?
We're at Hopkins together for med school.
Let me guess, you were rivals, besties, lovers, rivals?
Naturally, we were the top 2 students of our year.
Who was number 1?
Who do you think?
Him?
Ethan looks to you, aghast.
I'm kidding.
But it wasn't just a rivalry, we were friends. Close friends, actually.
No way.
We were so inseparable that we moved in together in our 2nd year. We were like brothers.
So, what happened?
We wanted too many of the same things. Highest GPA, best residency. We even fell for the same woman. For a long time it was fun, it pushed us to work harder, be better, but when only one of us could ever win, resentment began to build. And then... trails off for a long beat. Suffice it to say, by the end of the med school, we weren't on speaking terms.
And neither of you have tried to reach out to each other since?
I tried once a few years ago, but Tobias wasn't interested in bearing the hatchet. All he wants to do is beat me at something, even if it's who can hold a grudge for longer.
Ethan... He's about to be disappointed again. We're gonna grind his handsome face into the dirt.
It's really not necessary to mention how handsome he is, but thank you.
Someone clears their throat behind you. You turn to find Leland leaning on his cane.
My kidneys are ready for you now, doctors.
You hoist the medical bag to your shoulders and follow Leland to a secluded room. Leland lies on a side on a cabin's bed. Lifting a sweater up, you place the ultrasound transducer against the side, just below the ribcage.
Well, what do you see?
We can rule out kidney stones, or bladder cancer as the cause of the bleeding, which leaves... Leland, we should head back to their marina. You need to go to the hospital.
Ah, I see.
Later that day, you have Leland in the operating theater. He's lying face down under anesthesia. Needle. Your hand baths the biopsy needle, and he gently presses it down through Leland's back and into his kidney. He most likely has cancer. And soon, you have your answer. Mr. Blume, it's aggressive Berger's disease.
And what is that?
You have high levels of antibody called immunoglobulin A. It's been building up in your kidneys for decades, and now it's damaging their function. Decades? How could that be? You only got sick recently. Things build up over time. Berger's disease can be largely asymptomatic until later in life. It isn't necessarily terminal, but it can lead to complete renal failure if left untreated.
So, how do I get this what's-it out of my system?
You don't. Your immune system produces immunoglobulin A to protect you from the disease. Some people have more, others none at all.
You're saying I'm being killed by something meant to save me?
Yes. Unfortunately. So what can you do? The steroids can work well in the early stage, but the results are less consistent in patients further along. But there are several other treatments that can delay the onset of renal failure.
By how long?
It varies. In your case, I expect we'd only be talking about months. So you're saying there's no hope?
Hush now, my love. If I learned anything, it's that there's always room to negotiate.
He looks to you determined.
You haven't mentioned a transplant. If the biggest problem is my kidneys, why can't I replace them?
Because rejection. A double kidney transplant is theoretically the best option in your case, but without willing donors, it's unlikely you'd be approved as a candidate.
And why not?
Suitable organs are hard to come by, and they're reserved for candidates both in the most need and the highest chance of recovery. Even if you're approved, you'd be very low on a long list. But we can try if you want. But it's very risky. You can't count on it.
That's why I don't put things at risk, Dr. Valentine. I guarantee their success.
He takes out his phone and starts to dial.
Thank you, doctors. Go ahead and schedule the surgery. I'll take care of the kidneys.
But, Mr. Blume, Berger's disease eventually reoccurs in all transplant cases. You'd just be buying time. He's a billionaire. What do you think he's gonna do?
That's exactly what I have in mind. Given the disease took decades to manifest, I'll be dead of old age before my new pair are destroyed.
People spend years on that list praying for a chance to live. Are you honestly telling me you'll buy your way to the front?
Yes. That's life, Dr. Ramsey. When someone wins, someone else has to lose. Is it going to be a problem? If it is, I'm happy to call Dr. Carrick.
Ethan grits his teeth but says nothing.
Then congratulations, Dr. Ramsey. Your team has won the race.
2 days later, you stand outside Leland's room. As Bryce preps him for surgery, the choppers inbound with your brand new kidneys, Mr. Blume. Well, not brand new, let's just say pre-owned. You know, not every day someone gets not one but two strangers to offer to donate their kidneys. You're a pretty lucky man. I most certainly am, my boy. If somebody wins, someone else has to lose. Casey, hey. Raphael, what are you doing back here? Did you get reinstated? Not exactly. I had a meeting with my field supervisor. My probation's still pending review, but she said there's no timeline for when I'll be back. Oh, Raphael. All because you helped that kid? Oh, to be fair, it wasn't just that one time, but hey, my careers for their lives, I'd take that trade any day. Wouldn't you? It shouldn't be that way, though. It's not fair for them to live and others to have to suffer. You turn back to the window where Leland is getting a good luck kiss from Caroline. What's on your mind? You okay? I'm pissed off because money, that's all that matters. What do you mean? This guy bought these organs. He probably paid those people off to donate theirs. Maybe not explicitly, but I guarantee he had his ways. What can you do about it? Nothing. It's just not fair that he can buy more time when others can. Well, wouldn't you if you could? I guess so. That doesn't make it any more fair. I know I'd do it. I'd do whatever it took to have one more day with people I love. Raphael nods through the window to where Caroline and Leland hold hands tightly. I'd better get over to the senior center. I promised Edith I'd join her for bridge. I think she has a crush on me, though. Who wouldn't? Good night, Raph. You wave goodbye and turn around and smack straight into Jackie. Her chart clatters to the floor. Oh, sorry. You forgot how to walk, Casey? You stoop to pick up the chart, eyes dropping to the list of drugs prescribed as treatment. Your smile fades as you recognize each one. All these are made by Panacea Labs. She takes the chart back. I should get back to my patient. Catch you later. You watch her walk off, an uneasy feeling lurking in your stomach. Oh, Jackie, what are you doing? You've won the first round against the rival hospital, in a battle for survival. But how will they respond, and what exactly could Jackie be up to? Keep playing to find out. Okay, small rant incoming, but first, for those who don't want to rant, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, and if you'd like to support me and my content, it's greatly appreciated. It's pretty much how I'm surviving, as well as my two special needs brothers. So, you know, hey, please share the channel if you can't give in any other means. It'd be greatly appreciated. Without further ado, small rant time. Yay! Let's go ahead and begin. As you can see here, money does buy everything. This is no joke. This is no joke. If you guys have followed me long enough, you know that, you know, I have my own set of health problems, one of which is my lungs. I have a very rare disease, which is slowly and surely taking my life. Insurance has unfortunately turned me down, as I would have to pay large sums of money for me to get a new pair of lungs. And then there's plenty of people out there who are on a list right now for lungs. They are people from varying reasons, but most of them smokers, who are on a list that were actually approved. It's just needing 1 or 2 lungs, and because they had better insurance, or they had the money to back them, they're allowed to continually do it. And, yeah, they'll have a future. All I've done my entire life is help others and do good and whatnot, and I can die happy knowing that, but it's as if as he said, you know, wouldn't you do it? You know, I want to live longer. I wish I could live to a lot longer, because I'd like to continue changing the world. You know, I've helped change lives. I've helped save lives. And that makes me want to keep going now that I know that. That makes me want to keep doing what I do and help to change people's lives and to help make people's lives better, and at the very least bring a smile to people's face each and every day, especially in trying times like now, that people need it more now than ever, especially as the death toll rises and people are getting sicker, and whether it happens to you or someone you love or someone you know, it's still affecting all of us worldwide. This isn't one isolated case or one isolated area. This is all over the world. And that's all I really want to do, is continue to bring people happiness. But anyway, I guess I'm not allowed to have a longer life, I guess you could say. So in the meantime, all I can do is continue to give until I can't give no more. So once again, thank you all for tuning in. I will be streaming Animal Crossing here very shortly, where we don't talk about these things. We talk about happiness, we chill, we mellow out, we just have fun. And if you guys haven't seen in some of the Animal Crossing streams that are up on the channel, please consider doing so. Also consider tuning into Twitch. Link down in the description below, where you can come hang out with me. And, you know, or at the very least, share the channel. Trying to grow this community, and, you know, as one small thing I'd like to have, that is really my only goal right now, besides every day getting up and making you all smile, is I would like to reach the goal of 100,000 subscribers, so YouTube could recognize me. I would get a small little thing that I could put on my wall, and it would be something that, hey, at least I got something for all the hard work I do, and all the time that I currently put out there, which I put out a minimum of 250 to 300 hours per month of content. So, you know, it's just kind of like a you know, recognition award. But, you know, that's all in you guys' hands. There's nothing I can do besides keep providing the best content I can. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you all later. Peace.